Hi all, welcome back to the channel. So for today's video I'm going to create this khorne demon engine from a Buzz Lightyear toy. Hope you all enjoy. Now I apologize in advance as I am building this piece. I had no plan in mind, so I just grabbed some stuff and got to work, so it could be a little difficult to follow, but I'll do my best to make this video a bit clear. I used a lot of stuff from Transformer toys, old robot toys. Yeah, here you can see the Buzz Lightyear toy. It was very cheap. I unpackaged it. This I'm gonna put aside for later. Now let's see a good pose for this guy. Checking the articulation. How are we going to set him up? Because I have no idea how I'm gonna do this, but well, we'll see as we go along. A barbecue skewer for maybe a chain sword or a chain axe. I have no idea yet. But I'm gonna use this to put a... yeah. Now first we're gonna start by sawing off his head. Sounds weird, I know. Now I have some foam clay that I'm gonna use, or you can use milliput or air drying clay, just to fill up the gap we created, because I have an old piece of another toy, which you will see in a minute. This piece. I'm gonna start by clipping off the top of the mask or headpiece. I'm gonna dry fit it first. Actually fits rather well. Excuse me, but always dry fit before you glue it. And this will be for his lower jaw. Starting to look a little different, our little Buzz. Now saw off his hand, because that's where the minigun is going to be. Or whatever you guys want. This is just how I did it. This ring, it was a very cheap ring. My daughter gave it to me to maybe, she said that I could use it in some type of craft. So here we go. Thanks, Ilyana. It's a cap of a spray bottle. I'm gonna super glue my daughter's cheap ring. Attach the spray can cap. Now we can super glue in the top of the headpiece. Like this. Some small rubber bands, just some embellishments on the arm. As I said, I'm winging this as I'm going along. There's no plan here, just attach it to the arm, put some super glue to reinforce the bonds. An old dog squeaky toy. I'm gonna cut it open. I thought it would make a nice pauldron for one of his shoulders. Fit it before you glue it. Eventually I use the scissor. Super glue that in place as well. Some EVA foam shapes. Something to make the other pauldron. I filled it up with some more foam clay to make it a bit more broader. to make it stand higher. Actually, also super glue that in place. I went through a lot of super glue in this build, I'm telling you. There we go. Something to also using some foam clay here. It will be for the lower jaw part. As I said, use whatever you have at hand or whatever you want. This is just something I had, so might as well use it. Now here I'm reinforcing the neck with super glue so it won't be able to twist anymore. I'm gonna do that eventually for all the joints, even the leg joints and the arm joints and everything, once I got the position the way I want him. Now making a cavity here for his mouth, because it is a demon that's inside his engine. Applying some super glue to attach these foam parts. Here I had to snip off a few pieces to attach it. Gluing it on. Some more foam pieces. This will be for well, a rim for the the shoulder pieces. Some protective neck gear. Make a template, cut it out so you have two equal sizes of these neck protections. Again, super glue. Set it in place. Some leg protections here that I cut out of some EVA foam tin sheets. Again, there is no real plan to this. I'm just winging it as I'm going along. So I apologize if the video is a little complicated. There's no structure here, so just have fun with it. This is a piece of an old Transformer toy that I picked up at our local dollar store, the Action. It was very cheap. And this is what I'm using it for now. Also some foam clay. Makes it easier to bond it with the super glue, as the foam clay will keep it in place, and with the super glue it hardens the foam clay really firm, and you can attach things more easier, as you see here. Now I'm taking a piece of foam board and I'm gonna make a headdress, as you see here on this miniature. I found it a nice look and I wanted to do the same for my bus khorne here. Just freehand the symbol on there of khorne, or whichever. You can make a chaos star, or you can do whatever you want. Just cut it out with an X-Acto knife. It's safer to do it that way. And when you're happy, just dry fit it and then super glue it into place. Now I'm taking some paper drinking straws to make the barrel of the minigun that's attached to his arm. Again, taking some foam clay with some super glue. Fill it up. Now cut these drinking straws into 2 centimeter pieces. And then we're gonna make dents to see where we're gonna fit the gun barrels. And again, super glue. And with the foam clay, it's good that so you can just easily press it in. Now do put some more super glue between the pieces so they lock together. I'm gonna put super glue between the joints. Some arm braces from some more EVA foam. Now I'm carving khorne symbols and scale star. This is a cheap necklace I bought for €2 and I'm gonna use it to embellish my khorne demon engine. As khorne does love his chains. Sandwich them between some EVA foam so you can attach them. Again, super glue. I also put super glue on the chains so they don't swing about that much. It holds them in a firm position. This is a piece of plastic that I still had. I thought it would make an excellent shape for a gun underneath the gun, or a flamer, or whatever you want. Again, winging it, grabbing whatever I have. More super glue on the loincloth piece so we can attach some more chains on that. Also at the end, from the old Transformer toy, the Megatron toy, I cut off the shin parts which I glued to his shins. Here I'm making a base. I just took a coffee saucer and templated it on some foam board and cut it out with an X-Acto knife. This rock is a gift from my son that he said I could use in a craft, so thank you, Tristan. I will definitely be using that, buddy. Thank you very much. And some cork to add more debris and rubble. These plastic knives are, I thought I glued 3 pieces together to make some type of a chain sword. So I like the look of it, and I'm gluing that to the barbecue skewer you saw me take in the beginning. Some more EVA foam to, again, winging it. I'm sure you guys can do something a whole lot better than this, but yeah, I'm happy with it. Attaching some rubber bands while I super glued it in place. I had another one of these plastic parts that I glued on there, as you can see. Some EVA foam around the handle. Some floral wires to make cables that run from his backpack to his weapons. Again, I'm jumping all over the place. And here I stopped because, yeah, as you can see, the shins, I had attached them and I filled up the cavities with some foam clay. Put down a Dead Space Marine, some pieces of it. So now let's prime this little guy, or big guy, in black. So I'm taking him outside to spray paint him. And here I will show you whatever the entire model here. Some more pieces that I added. That's what I'm talking about with the shin guards, as you can see. I also cut out of EVA foam some khorne symbol and some spiked symbols to, yeah, embellish them further. Some more pieces that I had laying, I glued on, all with super glue. You can see the floral wires running from the guns to his backpack. Now let's spray paint him. I am gonna mention though, use some foam safe spray paint for the foam board headdress, because otherwise you're gonna melt the foam inside. Okay, guys? Be careful when you do that. And here he is primed in black. Now I'm gonna also spray paint him with some khorne red, but I'm gonna do that through the airbrush. But you can use a regular spray can or rattle can or whatever you have at hand. You can paint him by hand. This is just the way I did it. I gave him a khorne red, then a wild rider red highlight and an orange further highlight, and this is what I ended up with. Now I'm taking some Balthasar gold and I'm gonna do every, as you can see here, every part that I want brass. Painted up some metallic areas, gave him red eyes, and some rock art flesh for the skin. I'm also giving him an Agrax Earthshade of a wash that I made myself. But that's why I'm not showing the entire painting stage, because feel free to paint him in whatever color scheme you desire here. So I'm just showing what I did. Now I want to put some skulls in the headdress, so I had this laying about, so I'm gonna cut that out, make a little template of the headpiece, and then I'm going to use some glue stick to glue it in place, as you will see here in a second. It's just a little embellishment that I kind of liked. Here, using a glue stick to attach it. And there we go. I'm happy with the way it turned out. I mean, yeah. Now I'm gonna highlight some Rune Lord brass for all the golden brass parts. Now all that remains is to finish off the base. Just giving me a 360 view. So yeah, here we have him. He's finished. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and there will be a lot more to come. So thanks guys, I hope you